Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box...
He's gone for goal. Triol. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Xabi Alonso delivers. He's done well to get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Raul. Bale. And the finish! Sticks it away! Portugal are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what...
Bale!
Bale really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Donatoni. Driving forward. That's a little off target. Neymar. Van Bronckhorst. Pinches it off him. Rummenigge. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Neymar. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rummenigge is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Shapes the shoots! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. This is the time you need that pace.
Van Bronckhorst. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Raul. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's picked his way through. Some good work on the right flank here. Rummenigge! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Raul. He's on it, can he get away? 75 minutes played. Well read, nice interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Big chance for a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And they've got rid. And it's Maldini. And now they can spring out of defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Messi.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Raul voted man. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. Well, there's the man we're all... And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well read, nice interception. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Neymar. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van Bronckhorst. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Still goalless. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through. And it's made its way to him. Chance! Danger averted for now. Belletti. And here's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Messi. Crosses it in here. Raul. That has been slung wide. And he's picked out the run. No, that's been intercepted. He's found a way through. Belletti. Rijkaard. Neymar. Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Van der Vaart is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Neymar. And this is Raul. And he's on his way. Neymar. Oh, well measured. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the action is back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely spread. And here's Messi. Raul. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shot could be on, and he was alert to it. Rijkaard. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to pass it through. Xavi Alonso deals with that comfortably. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mateus knocks it out wide. Time and again they are repelled. Raul. That is a great pick out. He's got away. A lot of space. Bale! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Can he get on the end of this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Portugal can consider themselves just about safe now.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Taken back almost at once. Xavi Alonso. Oh, no joy this time. He's gone for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution for Inter, number 23.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Baresi.
Number 3.
Albert Ferrer.
Number 22.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Number 10.
And we're done. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Portugal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. And here's Del Piero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Bronckhorst. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Look at the space. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Raul. And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. Neymar.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Neymar. Now it's Raul. Oh, cracking ball. He's having a shot! They've done it! Portugal are level. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ronaldinho. And it's Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Xavi Alonso, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale, looking for options for movement.
Being indicated.
Raul is flagged offside. And it's Neymar. And here's Del Piero. The pressing. And the first half is done. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Bale tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that is a little undercooked. Neymar, given the lift of his goal. Messi. Marquinhos.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No foul, says the referee. Now it's Bale. Neymar. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Xavi Alonso has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Tomori. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Neymar. Van Bronckhorst is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Can he get it through? Van Dijk gets a foot in here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi. Van Bronckhorst. And Portugal can counter-attack here. Now, can they get him away? He's found the way through. Picked out brilliantly. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Bale. And he's gone backward here. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Messi. Now it's Kukçu, looking to play him in. And a chance! He's scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
So Jim, how do you... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
Best! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's Adriano! Adriano! That is wonderful! A finish of true class! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Out towards the flank. Khan claims comfortably. And they can counter here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Adriano. Adriano, there's the shot! Cleared without complication. Adriano. They want to be quick to recover this. He's picked his way through. Not the most accurate pass. Adriano! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Distributed tidily. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Xavi Alonso approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Can he get it through? And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Raul. Neymar. And he's in on goal. Xavi Alonso. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
Portugal really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And this is Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And this is Raul. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he whips it in. Cleared away. Has a look and plays it forward. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. Rijkaard. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a nicely shaped ball. Terrific header! He has done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United are having a ball here. And it's Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. He's through, now is he in? And that has put paid to that. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba goes sliding in. Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
There's the shot! Xabi Alonso gets it clear. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely shaped ball. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Played out to the right. Looking for the run. Bale has it in a wide position. Mosquera did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Neymar. Shoots! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Portugal have broken through. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Donadoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alexander-Arnold to take it as usual. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
To Nielsen. Great vision. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Portugal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal! Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played.
Batistuta! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Doué providing an outlet on that flank. He's having a shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Serginho. Shot could be on. Judge, surely! Big moment, massive goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Chiellini. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Please join me in wishing
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second.
And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Well, they've got it again. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Donatoni threads one in. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. And he's there to retrieve it. Look at the shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. It's level again. What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rijkaard. Now Neymar. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball comes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Can he get it through?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's on his way! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
But and the shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
It's Bale! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Portugal must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Bale! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, super ball. We saw the date. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Portugal with this to level it up. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now...
And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Bale. Bale! Oh, it's hit the post! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Rijkaard. Van der Ven. Some really good ball movement. A lot of space ahead of him. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, a breakthrough already. Raul. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chiellini. Portugal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Neymar. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Gordon. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba gets across to intercept that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his...
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Portugal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead,
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
he did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Can he finish? That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top draw! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Look at this, can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish? A case now of complete control. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Raul. And this is Bale. Bale! Keeper's got his work done.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Raul. 75 minutes played. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, this is a great position. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And it's made it Neymar! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Looking for options for movement. Bale could try cutting inside here. And the shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. And here's Bale. Oh, sweet feet. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Thuram is there to clear. He is just caressing the ball. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He'll fancy himself from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Højlund. He came in hard, very hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Raul. Played back into the centre. Højlund. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a lovely, neat pass. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rodri cuts out the pass. Raul. Plays a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Højlund. Looking for a runner. It's a promising position. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Bale. And he's there to get it away. Van Bronckhorst has... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are already promptly back underway. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. No, he's not getting his way this time. Neymar. Van Bronckhorst plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rodri. Ambitious ball here. Lofted in. Out of play for a goal kick. Rijkaard. Now it's Haaland. Oh, there's a probing ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's picked his way through. Shot could be on. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haaland ploughing through the middle.
Red Star really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
A probing pass. Chips it through. Oh, that's a very decent... Tries a shot! Off the post! Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super find. Oh, that's neat. Inzaghi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And the pass is intercepted.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Donatoni. And it's Bale. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bale.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Raul. And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great...
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Raul. It's Raul! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big header! They want to be quick to recover this, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Portugal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. White. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! Schlotterbeck can get it clear. And he's taking no chances there. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Portugal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's having a shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting...
And he shoots! And it's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. And he's... Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection. That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That's the throw. It's a poor throw. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the action is back underway. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Spread neatly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Bronckhorst. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. And that's really well manoeuvred. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Raul. He's... Decent chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. is some save from Khan. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's found a way past. Now here's the delivery. Chiellini can get it clear. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Bale. Xabi Alonso. And he's in on goal. It's Neymar! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal have their second corner now. Van Bronckhorst! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Raul. Nice interception, well timed. Now there's a... He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And what a climax we have here! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
That's very neat. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that's that. Portugal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
And we come to you now with a quick...
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely. He made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous.
And he's lost his man here. Has a look and plays it forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's onside. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Big chance! There it is! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the ball's come loose here. Bojan. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, it's come loose. Quality ball. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Raul. And the shot's on here. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's Raul! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away. Dundee have the chance to go the other way. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Shoots! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Dundee are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's on it, can he get away? And he's... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Bale. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This looks like a more than decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Schlotterbeck. He is through here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. No foul, says the referee. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. Oh, super ball. Oh, sweet feet. And the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Xavi Alonso. And it's Bojan. Oh, there's the shot! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Dundee are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Portugal have reclaimed it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well played. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. And here's Neymar. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't...